Ho, 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 Lamar. It's kicking off the Christmas season. Like, Perfect Turd Podcast episode 104, Lamar. Kicking off the Christmas season. Santa's sleigh.
Yes, good old Bill Goldberg, of course, wrestling phenom, a legend. He is playing Santa Claus.
Also, son of Satan.
we got to put that in. We'll talk about like that and the whole lore in this movie. But yeah, he's not the good old jolly Saint Nick. He's the more killing people because he's pissed off Saint Nick and that whole lore and everything like that. And actually, they had some pretty good cast, especially in the opening scene. I will say good. The opening scene was hilarious. The opening scene
is great. James Caan,
Chris Kattan,
Fran
the nanny,
Drescher.
Fran Drescher, and well, he kills them all. And spoilers.
And the other girl from the soap commercials, Neutrogena commercials.
I didn't know who that was.
Yeah, that's all I know her from.
God
Sorry,
bless
lady.
her.
The opening scene definitely drew me in. It's a great opening scene.
Yes.
Very funny.
Yeah. Yes.
And then I also liked about the title sequence that is Satan with the letters reversed and then it turns into Santa. That was a good little thing.
It's a little clue to what we, find out about good old jolly Bill Goldberg Saint Nick. Because we got to explain the lore.
Plot.
So apparently in this town called literally hell, Christmas is among us.
Yep.
And there's a lot of mean people. There's this mean old lady that comes in the sandwich shop, and then we meet our main character, Nicholas Yulson. Kind of on the nose, but whatever. Yeah. She's just kind of mean, but he's, the down on his luck kind of kid working for this sandwich shop, which is owned by a Jewish man.
Yeah.
And he has a kind of a crazy grandpa who's kind of a shut-in. He's paranoid about something, but he doesn't really explain it. But his grandfather, correct me if I'm wrong, does not like Christmas that much. He's just kind of like, he doesn't like it that much. And it's for some certain reason. But it turns out, Joe, that his grandfather is an angel. Who challenged the son of Satan, Santa, to what's that ski shoot?
I forget what they call it. I thought it was called
what is it? It's some weird sport where you throw something across the ice but you can't get it in the hole. Like
yeah.
That sport.
He beat him in
he
that.
Beats him. And then as for him winning, basically he says, okay, son of Satan, you're now Santa. You have to, for 1,000 years, deliver presents to kids and stuff like that, to Santa's dismay. And now it's coming up on the 1,000 years where it's almost over. And so Santa is just going ape shit and just killing people because that's who he really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting premise. I like the premise.
The premise is cool because I feel like this is a horror comedy. And he kills people in very funny ways. Of course, we talked about the opening scene. He goes into a strip club and starts just killing people. He burns down the strip club. So he's just
riding around town, just murking people and stuff.
Murking people left and right, and it's up to Nicholas Yulson to stop him. And I have to say this. His girlfriend...
Yeah, I was going to get into her.
I don't like these characters. I don't, because they just seem kind of... This movie, because I think it's known that I love Baby Oopsie, we needed more Santa just beating the living crap out of people.
There was a good amount of that, though, I thought.
But see, I feel like that should take more focus away from those kids, because I didn't like the kids that much.
I could see that. I like the grandpa. He was
the grandpa's fine. Yes.
The main kid, Nick, he was a little boring as a character.
Yeah.
He was a little one-dimensional and kind of And then the girlfriend who's supposed to be like, what would you say, like from like a very rural family or whatever, like
Yeah.
they're all gun crazy or whatever, like
Yeah.
um she's all right, but she's also just that very stock kind of nothing
Yes.
really cool about her or whatever, other than how they end up killing Santa because, or they think they killed Santa because her father has a bazooka all of a sudden.
Yes, she should have been like just as gun crazy as her family. I would
Yeah.
say this: take Nicholas Yulson and just make it about her, and
Yeah.
she's just like crazy, and maybe she was on the naughty list, and she has to like go head to head with like bad Santa and blah blah blah. That I would have liked, but the Nicholas Yulson character, I was like,
Yeah, it was unfortunate he was the main character.
yes,
He should have just been more fumbling and then had to rely on her being the badass.
Yes. Yes.
And that would have been like way cool, her going up against Goldberg and everything. Yeah, I could see that.
Women power, all that kind of stuff. Like you said, I like that. Like he's maybe like a real, just like he's a real idiot and stuff like that. But he kind of likes her, but she's always like, you're a loser, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, flip it. So she's the main character. So
yeah, that would have helped.
Yeah.
And then the only reason why you need him is because of the grandpa with the backstory. Other than that, his character is just kind of mundane.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Goldberg looked like he was having the time of his life with this movie.
Exactly. Yes. He was just having fun, killing people left and right. I mean, he ran over Grandpa with his I was like, that's a great scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, let's do more of that stuff. And even more, even though there was a lot, it's just like, I feel like, just focus more on him. Have him, like, kind of, this is going to be a comparison.
Okay.
Have it be like him being like Thanos in Infinity War and everybody's trying to stop him. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. Like, for the longest time, like, Santa is roaming around this town destroying people. And it's not really known to the rest of the town what's going on, really. They're like oblivious to it for a good portion of the movie. And that would have been another funny scene that they could have done. Like, all the townspeople are coming with like pitchforks and the cops and stuff. Like, they didn't really play off of that aspect of it.
So,
well, what do you rate it?
I'll say this: it's a 3.5, just because I'm finding out more and more, Joe. I like horror comedy. I like when people get murked in funny ways. Yeah. So I will give it that much. I would say you would have this like a repeating thing, because this was made in 2005.
Yeah.
Maybe like every movie, like you have to find a way to send Bad Santa back. I would like that. So every Christmas, but I don't think they're going to do that. But I would give it a 3.5.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
I just enjoyed it for what it was. It's Goldberg killing people dressed as Santa, basically. It's good enough for me. It did have some parts in there where it was just kind of lagging a little too much with the kid there and stuff.
Exactly. Every time he's on screen,
the
movie goes down.
Yeah, because the Goldberg stuff was fun. The grandpa was high energy stuff. And then he was just kind of like, let's move along from this punk. But
yeah, that's
for the most part, it's pretty good. Where do you should this be more well-known movie? Like, should this be on TV at Christmas time more often? Because it's not super well-known.
I think if they did it the way we're talking about, it would be more well-known, and people would put it on like B-movie, like it would be more in the B-movie like universe that way. I think what they're trying to do is shoehorn like, well, Christmas does mean something. Let's put this little punk ass kid there and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, no, that's not what we're here for. We're here for Santa to beat people up and kill them.
Yeah, because, I wouldn't mind adding this to my rotation. Like my Home Alone, my Die Hard, my Krampus, and then this movie, I wouldn't mind that so much.
Every couple of years, it's like Santa emerges in some new town. Santa sleigh in the hood. Santa
Oh,
sleigh.
that would be great.
That would be hilarious. That's what you need. Santa sleigh, I don't know, in California. See, you could keep on going with this. Or Santa in Mexico or something like that. So
the hood one would be pretty good one.
Yes.
And then you have like the one like character or whatever that has to go up against him or something that.
Yeah.
Santa, I wrote you every year, but you never came to the hood even. Like, or something like that.
Exactly. Yes. So.
All right. Well, I guess that wraps us up. It's holiday season. For sure, we'll have a Christmas special of some kind coming up.
Oh, we got something coming up. Yes, we do. Yes.
All righty. Santa's sleigh. Peace.
Deuces.